respect my grandmother. She was a nurse and took care of residents in her own home. And in the late 40s and early 50s, built one of the first purpose-built nursing homes in the state of Michigan. My dad grew up in that environment.
When I was about 5 years old, my mother took care of her mother. And my mother went to the pharmacy to get a prescription for her mother. And the pharmacist said, "Charlotte, you need to start a nursing home." And my mother was very outspoken, and she said, "Well, Mr. Parr, if I had your money, I would." And he said, "You go find any place you want, and I will back you financially." I was living in this building that had all these elderly people, and I did errands for them and enjoyed getting to know them, and I really knew that this was what I wanted to do in life.
And eventually, my parents acquired single property in Lawton, Michigan, and that's been our family business for over 41 years. We lived on site in a little 900 square foot apartment above the kitchen, and I've grown up working every shift, every position, and then when I joined in '98, we created Randall Residence together and began expanding the business. The leadership team at Randall Residence is some of the best of the best. They've worked for others, they know the metrics, they know what it takes to be successful. They may not have the last name Randall, but they're empowered and they take responsibility and act like owners.
Our model is to empower people to make decisions. You don't have to call corporate to do the right thing. You do the right thing first.
It may be getting them ice cream, sitting down to talk with somebody who just needs to talk. We want them to personalize the care.
We like to give them the same experience you would get if you went to a fine dining restaurant. As far as the service goes, the quality of food, the presentation.
Chicken livers, that's my favorite.
You lead by example. In the wintertime, when it snows, you need to have the plowing done before 6 o'clock when the staff starts coming in. Barb called me for years the best dressed maintenance man around. The average person in assisted living lives longer and better than they do when they're at home.
And the truth is that both my mother and Chuck's mother were longtime residents, and they loved it here.
I enjoy the religious activities more than anything else.
Once I walked in here, I knew it was the place for my mother because it's just so much like home. It's small and it's very personal.
I actually had a resident tell me that she never had children of her own, but that it had been a wonderful experience for her to watch our children grow up, and she felt like that they were partly hers.
This business is not only our occupation and our livelihood, but it's a mission and a ministry.
This has been part of my passion because I feel like God has given me this. And I've told many people that I feel like God burned a bush for me like he did for Moses. This is a sacred trust that we have.
Randall Residence will continue to flourish and grow as long as we stay true to our core values. Prioritizing relationships, always being ready for company, and creating remarkable work environments for our associates and remarkable senior living experiences for our customers.